Yes, music was in air quotes. Some juggling while at the same time playing some music. It gets better, hang on. Rope ring all the way from Amazon. You're expecting a delivery now, aren't you? Now, a bit of traditional Japanese juggling. Up.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That lack of response right there is why this trick's not in the main show. It's okay. I've come to the sad realization this is a very cool, beautiful, cultural juggling trick that unfortunately can only truly be appreciated by fans of NASCAR. And never will those two cultures meet. Yes. I did this trick in Florida and Indiana. Hey, both of them worked, but luckily. Here it is, the big finish coming up. But look at him make that left turn. That impresses a lot of people. Here it is, the big finish, the pit stop. Yay! Good for you. I know, thank you. Yeah, don't applaud that. That got applause. No, that got applause last show. If that gets applause, it's sad. That's not just us lowering the bar. That's we just dropped the bar. So people just stopped when they heard there was a bar. That was an illusion. Nothing really happened. This next thing, I didn't think I would do in the show, so I bet no, I do have it here. Because of a back injury, I wasn't sure I was going to do it. But for you, I'm going to swallow this cold steel, which I shouldn't have left backstage in the sun. Okay. Now you might have seen a magician claim to swallow a sword. Maybe you've seen it on television, in the movies. Maybe you've read about it, I don't know. You will seldom if ever see a magician do what I'm doing right now. They won't handle the blade. For a very good reason. The sword in a magic show doesn't have a blade. I'm sorry, that's an odd taste. All right, show goes on. Oh, children. You know, I say children, but now that I've spent some time with this group, I'm going to address everybody here. Do not try this anywhere. I have to take out that at-home loophole. I know how the kids today are. They're like, Dad, can I borrow the sword? I'm going to Tommy's house. Seriously, what I'm about to do for your entertainment is very dangerous. This blade is about to pass millimeters from my heart, resting between my lungs with only the soft tissue of my esophagus separating this metal blade from my vital organs. So when I do pull this blade out of my body and I find myself still alive, the last thing I want to hear is a polite golf clap. No, I want to hear with some enthusiasm that you and I are all here alive having a wonderful day at the Washington Midsummer Renaissance Festival! Yay! All right, see if I can straighten up well enough for this. This is killing me, but we're going to do it for you. Down the hatch, odd taste and all. Hang on one. No, I have like a huge knot in my back here. If I can't straighten up, then it comes out this way, and that's not good. I feel the love, thank you. I said after the first show, we're gonna hold it off today, but I felt better earlier. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're having a party. Now thank you, all 12 of you. I was just juggling 3 blazing torches with the sun on my face, wind blowing through the fire, and 90% of this audience sitting out here like this. Seen it on TikTok. It's my fault after 40 years I make some of these things look too easy. I forget not everybody can do this. So one more time, selling it a bit better. A 3-torch juggle with an artistic flair. But first, the juggle! Yay!
That's what I'm talking about!
This next trick has been known to elicit immediate response from the audience. Either they're clapping their hands wildly or stamping somebody out. Either way, the high throws get their attention for Art Nouveau. Hup. Thank you. A bit of a more subtle artistic movement. This one's known as Early American.
Yeah. For now.
Technically, it should be called French Impressionism, but I didn't think anyone here would get that. Okay, you're here, cool.
Yep.
And now I know someone's like, one's out, you suck. I'm gonna relight it. I relit it, but it's not burning well. I'm gonna relight for this next couple of torch tricks. And then just, now they won't go out. I'm gonna relight for this next couple of torch tricks, and then in just a moment, it's like a bad birthday flashback. It is the same technology. Jeez, eyebrows don't stand a chance up here. There we go, if the wind will cooperate. If the wind will cooperate. Jeez, that almost got it already.
Yay!
Thanks, I saw it too. I was impressed too, it's a little windy all of a sudden, cool. I seem to have missed. The wind's everything. I'm like a dragonfly chasing a mosquito up here. Quick imitation! I'm the great and terrible Oz. I've seen this picture on the internet. It looks very stupid. It's just me going. Fireball right there on my head. All right, oh, here's another one. Colonial juggling. Colonial juggling. One is by land, two is by sea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do that one anywhere near Boston, they eat it up. I do it anywhere else in the country, and crowds are like, wait, was that history? Shut up, we're not here to learn. But I have one for you, Washington, in the Pacific Northwest. This is surrealistic juggling. Surrealistic juggling. This piece is entitled Smoked Salmon Swimming Upstream. Note the realism. Yeah. And now, martial artistic juggling, also known as a good way to put out the torches. And because they were hot when I relit them, we're going out. I'm going to talk for a moment. Let them cool down. I'm going to refuel. Do martial artistic juggling. And then, as I said, in just a moment, the fatal glass of beer finale. You've been a wonderful crowd so far. There's time to screw that up, but you won't. So we're going to refuel. I got to adjust for the wind on that one. Here we go. Martial artistic juggling. Putting out these torches in a flashy manner, and then the fatal glass of beer finale. But first, I gather my chi. I know that speaker's a problem. Yesterday, I was like, well, let me walk this forward as I was gathering my chi, and that was not impressive at all. Here it is. Woo! Boy, they're burning now. Here we go. Wow! Yeah, me too, but it didn't go out. I do need more chi. Here we go. I've got a different way to put out these last two torches. It's flashy, but it is a bit... modern art. Don't patronize me. You don't appreciate that piece. That particular piece has deep, heartfelt meaning to me. It's entitled Betrayal. There we go. All right, putting out the last 3 torches. This different manner is it's a bit subtle, but it is still flashy. I know it's confusing when I say flashy and yet subtle. All I mean by that is you couldn't do it. It does just take a few moments. Oh, they're going out. They are. You've heard of watching paint dry, but you've never done it. There's always 1 or 2 of you. Okay. I'll speed it up a bit for you.
Whoa. Nice.
Thanks. Yeah, 1 to go. Not that one. I found it. Locked. Splash zone still in effect. Of beer As you may know at this fair, we cannot have beer outside of pubs. That's not just for you, that's for everyone. So in order for me to do this particular trick, I have to use O'Doul's. Don't clap for that. All right, you feel my pain. I'm taking one for the team, and I want to let you know real quick, this is the only stage in the entire kingdom that has its own bottle opener. But it's for O'Doul, so it negates itself. What I'm gonna do is balance this glass of beer on my forehead. That myself, my friends, is not a finale in itself, so I'm gonna have to take it up a notch. This beer will not be directly on my forehead, no. It is gonna be perched on this pool cue on my forehead. Yeah, it takes it up a notch. Also means splash zone is still in effect. Yeah, it's O'Doul's, you don't care. When I have real beer, grown men will move to the front row with their mouths open. Still, simply balancing a glass of beer on a pool cue on my forehead, not enough for me to present to you as a finale. So as I balance this glass of beer on this pool cue on my forehead, I also will be playing a tune on this violin. Thank you. This, my friends, is what happens when you're a juggler that lived through a pandemic. I kept myself entertained during quarantine and found a nice new mop on Amazon that I also got good practice with. Now this is the last trick of the show, after which I will be passing my hat. If you can afford to drop in a 10 or a 20, that's beautiful, but I know we can't all do that, and that's fine. All I ask is at the end of the show, when I do take my final bow, I do not want to arise to find that you've just disappeared. It's not a magic show. If you enjoyed the show, just come up and tell me in person. Give me a fist bump, an elbow tap, or my favorite, a foot five. Yeah, a foot five is a simple instep to instep tap. Instep to instep tap. It is not a game of kick the juggler. Yeah, you laugh, but there's a reason I have to say that. I'm usually about this tall. How tall are you? You're good, you're good. There it is. But no, seriously, it does mean a lot to me to hear from you after the show. I'll be playing violin throughout as well. I'll be at the pub singing a song at the end of the day at 6 as well. It means a lot to me to hear from you. It also means a lot to me to see the courtesy displayed should you step aside if you notice someone else is trying to give me a 20. You let them through. There we go, raising the glass in a most peculiar way. Hoisting this beer skyward, closer to God. This is the point where I usually ask God to not take my beer. But God knows what's in this glass and doesn't want it either. Tomorrow we might perform a miracle and turn it back into water, so it's something useful. I know what a lot of you are thinking right now as you gaze upon this. You are correct. The Renaissance Festival is the only place you're going to find a beer on a stick. Now I know who goes to Ren Fairs. Oh, shoulder. Yeah, you should see it from here.
Just